Today I'll be explaining the idea of thinking in decades. So the main goal is to understand that the short-term benefit, for example, using your phone, maybe I don't know, playing video games every day. That is short-term benefits, short-term pleasure. Whereas we want to cut that and lengthen the process of the long-term pleasure. For example, you would obviously want to be relatively wealthy so that you can live a good life and you have financial freedom. Oh my holy shit, my hands are big. But the thing is, many people, especially in my age, we expect it to come quick. We expect everything to be right then and there. We want to do it less than a year. For example, if you're as young as me, maybe 20 and below, we've all maybe thought about a way to get rich quick. But the idea is that it is not entirely possible. It is possible, but it's more than likely to be impossible. I have seen people get rich quick, and that is that. But however, many people don't seem to think in the span of long times. For example, 10 years. You could obviously be a millionaire in 10 years if you work hard enough, but you can't be a millionaire within 1 year. But the idea is that you want to be rich as quick as possible, no matter how long it takes. Be it a year, a month, a day. If you're insane, I don't know. That sounds impossible, but it could be. And the more than likely thing to happen would be the fact that it is over the 5 years, 10 years. That is more than likely for you to reach being a millionaire. For example, I'm 16. And the thing is, I have friends who, not friends, but I've seen people who wish to get rich easily. And I believe you could get rich to a certain extent, maybe $2,000 a month, and that is through maybe SMME, but that is different. That is a one-time payout every single month, and ideally it is good, but you have to keep doing the same thing over and over again. And that is why we need the longevity. We need to make sure that is holy shit, my hands are white as shit, but like, you know, sun, that's really bright. But we want to lengthen that process and to make ourselves wealthy in the long-term span. You can't be doing SMMA for a very significant amount of time and hope that your client stays with you, because the thing is, clients always come and go. Alright, and that's the good thing about SMMA, and that's for maybe someone smarter than me, and I'm not very smart at this. But the idea is to think in decades if you want to achieve a goal. For example, if I wanted to be fit, I say I am maybe 30% there. Alright, I've exercised since I've been around maybe since I'm nine. I've started doing calisthenics and all of that, but I didn't do it on a very regular basis. However, I've been able to achieve a fairly above average physique, I would say. Above average physique that has happened over the course of close to maybe 6 to 7 years. And although I may not be able to reach it within 10, I can guarantee that if I were to go to the gym, maybe 3 years from now, I would be able to reach the physique that I want. As of me right now, not me in the future physique. The thing is, it's very strange when many people as young as me think that we're supposed to get these results in maybe months, maybe days, even weeks. I've looked at it from this perspective. I've studied for a certain period of time, and the thing is, my friend who has been studying for a longer period of time seems to get better results. Now that makes sense, doesn't it? But the thing is, he has studied for maybe up to 2 years, and every year that we go into a new level, he studies for the whole entire year. Whereas for me, I studied for 6 months. 6 months, but that was pure heart dedication to the academics that I have, and I got roughly the same results. The thing is, he stopped studying at the last year, the year of the most important exam, or one of the most important exams, and he still got the same marks as me, which is why long-term benefits is much better. Think about it this way: you don't make results of going to the gym in a singular day. Maybe not a week. Maybe at the first month you can see a little bit more definition, but that's about as much as you can go. 2 months in, your muscle mass is probably better than it was, and 3 months in, you probably you achieved a relatively much better physique overall compared to your before. The thing is, when you are doing things for the long term, the results compound. It is like having a certain skill set. If my skills were, let's say, fitness, I do fitness. Okay, fitness. Okay, let's say I just do fitness only. My results of improving in that matter is not very good. Not gonna be very optimal and efficient. Whereas if I were to put fitness, and then I learned maybe along the lines, I learned about nutrition. The optimization is relatively significantly improved. And then maybe I learned a couple more skills. Like, I don't know, what's one more? Calisthenics, probably, to build strength, powerlifting, and then bodybuilding is probably the first one that you want. But that's the goal, that you keep compounding. And it's not to say that this one is better than the other, but it's the fact that you can have everything inside and gain all the benefits. And eventually, your ability to do lift heavy weights is significantly better. And for example, you say you have all these skills, maybe fitness, nutrition, and then you want to learn something new, sales. Let's learn about sales. So you start selling these things and start making money from it. For example, you become a one-on-one coach, or maybe you become someone who can give nutritional advice to people in need. So it's like a curve. It's like a curve. I can't really do a curve, but like it's a curve like this. Fitness. What's that? I don't know. What's that? Nutrition, yes. And then maybe you go on to sales, and you might go on to marketing. It's a J curve. It's what we call it, because it's like a J. It's a J curve. And the thing is, your results always compound. If the longer you do it for, the better the results. And that is why, despite me not uploading very, very, very consistently, I have uploaded more than people who did not upload. Meaning that even if I were to put out one video, that video would be certain to at least get a singular view. Singular view. That is one more than the other person. Think about it this way: when you're talking to a room of people and there's one person listening to you, could you imagine that? Could you imagine that? Let's say now it goes up to two people listening to you. That's great. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It keeps going up, and you have to take a certain amount of action to be able to reach this compounding effect. That is why it spans over decades, years, not months, maybe months, but maybe not weeks, and especially not days. it is impossible to see your income triple in a day. Or if it is possible, um, having no income, 0 times 3 is still 0. So that is why I think that you should think in decades rather than thinking in the fact that we're supposed to achieve it very quickly and get the results of what we want very quickly. Anyway, I think I've talked enough. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you leave comments and subscribe. Shameless plug. Anyway, love you guys so much. Thank you so much.